What happens when someone everyone believed was gone forever suddenly returns, carrying feelings that were never truly resolved? In Emmerdale, the marriage between Marlon and Rhona, once seen as strong and secure, could now be heading towards serious trouble, as actor Mark Charnock warns that the real threat lies not in simple drama, but in emotions from the past that refuse to disappear. Fans were shocked when Graham Foster unexpectedly returned to the village. For years, viewers believed he had died in 2020, but a crossover storyline revealed he had actually survived. Initially, his reappearance seemed understandable, helping to rescue April from the dangerous Ray and Celia while attempting to reconnect with Joe. However, it soon became clear that there was a deeper reason behind his return. This week brought a turning point when Graham confessed that he is still in love with Rhona Goskirk. For Marlon Dingle, hearing this was more than upsetting. It felt like a direct threat. He reacted quickly and emotionally, confronting Graham and warning him to keep his distance. From a psychological standpoint, Marlon's reaction is understandable. After everything he and Rhona have been through, he has worked hard to build a sense of stability, so Graham's return feels less like chance and more like an intrusion into a life he believed was finally safe. Rhona, on the other hand, reassured Marlon that Graham belongs firmly in her past and insisted that their relationship remains stronger than ever. On paper, that reassurance should have settled matters. Yet emotionally, situations like this are rarely straightforward, especially when unresolved feelings still linger beneath the surface. In interviews, Mark Charnock suggested that the real danger isn't immediate betrayal, but vulnerability. He explained that Graham's return has created cracks in a relationship that once felt solid. Despite the difficult experiences that have brought Marlon and Rhona closer together, Graham represents unfinished emotional business, something neither of them has completely dealt with. This is where the psychological tension deepens. Marlon's fear is not simply about losing Rhona, but about realizing that part of her past may still carry emotional significance. For Rhona, Graham's presence forces her to revisit memories and emotions she may have believed were long resolved. When former relationships resurface, they often reopen questions people thought had already been answered. Mark also shared that Graham's survival surprised the cast just as much as viewers. Their initial reaction mirrored the audience's disbelief. But once the scripts explained how Graham had staged his death, the actors quickly saw the storytelling potential. Both Mark and Zoe Henry, who plays Rhona, immediately understood that revisiting this shared history would inevitably create complications for their characters. What makes this storyline especially compelling is that the danger to Marlon and Rhona's marriage doesn't come from a clear villain, but from emotional complexity. Graham isn't merely causing disruption. He symbolizes a past that was never fully closed. And sometimes, unresolved emotions can prove more damaging than intentional betrayal. As the storyline moves forward, the real question is not whether Marlon and Rhona care about each other, but whether love alone can withstand the return of unfinished feelings. With cracks already beginning to show, heartbreak may be closer than anyone expects.